At Nathan's, we're still going to have the hot dog eating contest. Chelsea, do you have a pick here? Who will down the most dogs on Coney Island today?
I'm trying to see why people love James Webb, and I understand he is the number 5 ranked eater in the world by Major League Eating, but it says here his personal best is 47 hot dogs and buns. And I'm looking at this Jeffrey Esper cat, says his personal best is 51, but does age play a factor in eating hot dogs? Like, Jeffrey Esper is 49. If this was any other sport, we would say, man, this guy's way too old. Get him off the floor. But is it as much of a factor in competitive eating? I honestly don't know.
Oh, I'm putting my money on Jeffrey Esper minus 120. It's a great bet. Cheap price. Finished second to Joey Chestnut the last 3 years. Had 49 dogs last year. He's the Hooters wing eating champion from 2017 and 2019. The number 2 ranked eater in the entire country. And Jeffrey Esper teaches vocation at a high school. He has children to motivate. So if it comes down to the end, who's going to have that final dog or two and cross the line and raise the mustard belt? I'll take the guy trying to motivate the children of America, Jeffrey Esper, minus 120 at BetMGM to win today at the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest.
Why not both? Isn't this the American dream, to get everything you ever wanted? You gotta have both. You have to have one of each. You get a hamburger, you put a slice of cheese on it, and absolutely nothing else. If a burger is grilled perfectly, you don't need condiments. Get that nonsense out of here. It's simply cheese and a bun. Then you go to the hot dog. Has to be 100% all beef. None of this, impossible dogs. What is this, France? Get out of here. And also, I'm going to go ketchup and mustard on the dog.
I got to go hot dogs here. Here's the thing. I love a good hamburger, a good cheeseburger. I have burgers all the time. I probably have a burger a week. I'm not kidding. So for me, there's something special. There's something very American. I agree, both. But if I had to choose one, I'm going with a dog. Because normally when I have a hot dog, it's a really special occasion. I am much more apt to order a hamburger from, I don't know, DoorDash or make a burger at home. But if I'm having a dog, I'm at the park, or maybe I'm celebrating the 4th of July. Chelsea, you just put this in the chat. My wedding, we're going to serve hot dogs. No, it's all hot dogs, all right? I'm going with a big fat hot dog. Let's go. If you want to say, we think BRonny has a ton of potential, and it's really exciting that he gets to play with his father. We want them to do it in a Lakers uniform. We do think he has tools to succeed at this level. You can say all of those things, and that's fine. But don't treat NBA fans, don't treat us like we're stupid, because most people who follow basketball would not say he's earned this. They would say, hey, he's got a particular skill set that may end up working out, but we all know he's here because of his father. And they're saying this as JJ Redick is sitting next to him, LeBron's personal choice for head coach. So it's like you guys are presenting this picture of these are LeBron's people, but man, they've all earned it. Let's just call it what it is, or at least don't throw out some sort of ridiculous idea that no one believes in. It's just, don't insult our intelligence. We all know what this is, which is fine, but we know what this is.
Yeah, it also has layers, like you said. It's not just BRonny. It is JJ Redick, who came from coaching an 8-year-old's basketball team and podcast host. Who do you think would win in a family affair 2-on-2? BRonny and LeBron, or Giannis and his brother, Thanasis, who averaged 4.6 minutes a game and 0.9 points per game for the Bucks last season?
I'm going with the James family. Thanasis is terrible. He's really bad. He's not a good player. Honest to God. I saw a supercut. God bless him. Bless. I saw a supercut. Just bless. That's what Catherine and her mother say. They don't even say, oh, bless his heart. They just go, bless. I'm like, oh, that's even worse. You won't even spit out the entire phrase. I saw a supercut of Thanasis last year, and it was like it was a cut of like 30 seconds, and it was just like turning the ball over, air ball, pass out of bounds. It was pretty bad. So just based on that alone, because I haven't seen Bronny in an NBA uniform, I'm taking the James family.
I don't know. Giannis is pretty good though. Like if you're going LeBron versus
Mm-hmm.
Giannis, like that's a pretty solid matchup, to put in the family pool. I'm trying to think of the other like good family combos that are actually active because we're not too far from Tiger and Charlie Woods. Have you been keeping
Yeah.
up on Charlie Woods? I think he's going to be really good.
Oh, he's going to be great. They're not letting
Hmm.
Charlie Woods on tour because Tiger is there. Charlie Woods is winning tournaments. Charlie Woods can knock the crap out of the ball. He looks just like his father. He looks the same mannerisms. It's wild to watch. So let's just say this now, because once we fast forward a few years, we will be talking about Charlie Woods on a regular basis. It's They mimic each other in every way, and Charlie can play. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like the other like father son duos. Like obviously Ken Griffey Jr. I don't know if they ever
Mm-hmm.
played together though, did they? Like that's a little bit before my time.
They did.
Did they ever
They
play
did.
together? They
They
did.
sure did. Yeah,
Okay.
they were in the outfield together.
The Fielders, Prince Fielder, and was his dad Prince Fielder too, or is it Cecil Fielder?
Cecil.
There's a
That's
Cecil
Cecil.
Fielder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my brother used to always make me beat him in like home run derby on video games. I'm like, Cecil Fielder, come on. But yeah, I feel like there are more in baseball, and baseball is a game that you can kind of play till you're older. I'm not so sure when it comes to basketball. Like basketball is not one of the sports that I think of like, oh, this is something you can do when you're 45. But we'll
Mhm.
see. LeBron James is certainly rewriting the history books when it comes to playing at a very high level at his age.
I love the over on touchdowns for Joe Burrow at 28 in the hook. This seems low to me. I feel like he's due for a huge bounce back season. The problem with Joey B is, will he stay healthy, Chelsea? I don't know. That's always the question with him. But if he does, if he stays upright, then I think that's a number he can plow through.
Yeah, it's wild. Some of the numbers that he puts up, even when he doesn't play full seasons, because we know he's an absolute game changer. And they still have a wide array of weapons when it comes to the receivers, even though they did lose a couple in the offseason. I wanted to ask you about Caleb Williams. His number sitting at
Mm-hmm.
3,500 yards, 23 and a half touchdowns. What do we expect from Caleb Williams? Because it's not just do we think he's going to have a great year, it's how
Mm-hmm.
much will the Bears rely on his arm and the passing part of the offense for him to get these numbers?
I would need to look deeper at the numbers, but I would lean towards the under right now. And I know everyone's going to say CJ Stroud, but if you look at rookie quarterbacks, a guy like CJ Stroud is the exception to the rule. Most rookie quarterbacks struggle or take a while to acclimate to the NFL. Now, if you look at his touchdown numbers on the board or his yardage prop, which is 3,500 and a half, that is reflective of the fact that he is a rookie. But I feel like when you're talking about the number one overall pick in the draft, there are so many expectations, particularly when you're going to a franchise like the Bears, who have been dying for a franchise quarterback for so long, that maybe these numbers might be a touch inflated. So I would lean towards the under based on Williams being a rookie, because whenever there's hype surrounding someone, the numbers always go up during the offseason.
Well, I think the comparison you made to CJ Stroud is, it's a relevant one. So let's
Mm-hmm.
take the best example we can find. So this is the extreme high end. Say Caleb Williams has a great season. CJ Stroud only threw 23 touchdowns last year. So
Yeah.
we are saying that Caleb Williams is going to throw more touchdowns than CJ Stroud. I feel like the touchdown number is a tick too high. And plus, again, if they are close to the goal line, it feels like
Mm-hmm.
they would be more likely to put the ball in the running back's hand as opposed to making Caleb Williams make all of those throws.